Step 6. Giving is receiving. If you believe that you are a spiritual being having a human experience, then you have also begun to ask questions about what your purpose is in this reincarnation or human experience. Have you pondered this yet? It's my belief that our purpose in life is to love others, showing kindness and compassion to all, as discussed in the previous chapter, even our enemies, and to expand this way of being to everyone we encounter. This is particularly important during times of struggle and when we are faced with life challenges. In reflecting about this chapter on giving is receiving and integrating this with the concept of loving your enemies, I was drawn to the words of the well-known peace prayer often attributed to the 13th century St. Francis of Assisi. The poem cannot be traced back further than 1912, when it was published in a small Paris magazine, La Clochette, in French, and no author was indicated. There are many versions out there, but I have chosen the Catholic online version as it is closest to the earliest version. The Peace Prayer of St. Francis. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. O Divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive. It is in pardoning that we are pardoned. It is in dying that we are born again to eternal life. One of my favorite inspirational authors, Dr. Wayne Dyer, focused on this prayer for the second half of his book, There's a Spiritual Solution to Every Problem, 2001. He used it to describe how we can live our lives in peace and harmony, and offered some exercises we can practice turning around our thoughts and behavior from our normal way of thinking and behaving when faced with life problems. Becoming an instrument of peace in times of war, fighting. Loving those who hate us. Having faith when faced with doubt. Finding hope when in despair. Being a light in the darkness. Changing sadness into joy. The prayer suggests that when we strive to console, understand, love, give to people, and pardon others, rather than looking for these things for ourselves, we will receive these same gifts in return. Each of these acts of love, kindness, and compassion are equally significant on our spiritual journey. But the subject of this chapter focuses specifically on the phrase, "For it is in giving that we receive." What do these words mean? In my understanding, it means that what we put out to the universe and to others will come back to us in the same way. It could be positive things, giving freely and willingly of our time, energy, caring, kindness, compassion, money, our gifts of love, healing, gentleness, etc. Or it could be the negative side of all these things, the lack of or begrudging of our time, energy, caring, kindness, compassion, money, etc. When you willingly give of your love, caring, and resources, you can expect to receive similar positive gifts from other people and/or from the universe. Conversely, The negative or begrudging way of giving will result in negative returns to you from others and/or the universe. The concept of giving is frequently misunderstood. People confuse the idea of giving, no matter what the intention is behind it, as something that will automatically earn them just returns in the life after death. When they give begrudgingly rather than from their hearts, because they really do not care for the person, situation, or cause, they set themselves up to receive the same from others and/or the universe. They are giving falsely because they believe it is what is expected of them from society and what is required to keep up appearances. What they don't understand is you get back what you give. As Dr. Dyer explains in his book, 10 Secrets for Success and Inner Peace, you can't give away what you don't have. People who can respond with love and compassion when faced with negative energy from people or situations are able to do so because they already have love, kindness, and compassion within themselves, and they have love to give away. They have learned that if they want to receive love, kindness, and compassion from others, they must first be willing to openly and honestly give this to others. As Dr. Dyer wrote, "If love and joy are what you want to give and receive, then remember that you can't give away what you don't have. But you can change your life by changing what's inside if you're willing to go that extra mile." The same rule applies for all aspects of your life. As explained earlier, what you think and how you feel daily makes up your energy vibration. If you think positive, loving, and kind thoughts, you will be creating a positive and loving energy vibration. You will be emanating and giving out good vibes to the universe, and this is what you will attract back into your life. The same rule applies if you think negative thoughts, feelings, or emotions. You will be creating a negative lower energy vibration and attracting the same types of lower energy people and/or situations into your life. As Dr. Dyer explains, low energy attracts low energy. Some of the low energy thoughts are anger, hate, shame, guilt, and fear. Not only do they weaken you, but they attract more of the same. By changing your inner thoughts to the higher frequencies of love, harmony, kindness, peace, and joy, you'll attract more of the same, and you'll have those higher energies to give away. These higher and faster frequencies that empower you will automatically nullify and dissipate the lower energies in the same way that the presence of light makes darkness disappear. As noted in the previous chapter, learning to love and respect yourself is a very important step on the stairway. When you learn how to love and respect yourself, you will begin to attract the more positive, higher vibrational energies into your life. You will need to master loving yourself so that you will have lots of extra love to give away. Then you will be able to give lots of love, kindness, and compassion to others, and still have enough left over for yourself, and the universe will return the same to you. As Dr. Dyer says in this same book and chapter, make a pact to remind yourself often of the secret of not being able to give away anything you don't have. Then work on your personal program of self-love, self-respect, and self-empowerment, and create a huge inventory of what you wish to give away. This is so important to understand because today's social, economic, and political challenges leave us emotionally, spiritually, and physically drained. Yet we keep trying to do more without giving ourselves permission to replenish. Because we haven't replenished, we often take on personal, family, and work challenges at a low vibrational energy, giving out to the universe anxious, frustrated, and resentful vibes. This attracts more of the same low vibrational energy into your life sphere. It is a vicious cycle that can be resolved by taking time out for you and by being kind, loving, and compassionate to yourself. Take time to put things into perspective by getting quiet and listening to your inner voice to help make things clear, i.e., help you know what is the best for you. Meditate, take a walk, take a bath, write in your journal, do some yoga and/or pray. These are just a few ways you can connect with your higher self and with God, which is the most loving thing you can do. Once you have stilled your thoughts and been loving and compassionate to yourself, you will find an increase in your levels of peace and joy. You will radiate with these high vibrational energies, which you will give out to those around you. When you are in this high vibrational state, people will feel at ease around you and trust you. They will be happy in your presence, and their vibrational energy will rise just being in your presence. You will begin attracting more of the same energy to yourself. As a student of A Course in Miracles, I have found many references to the truth that giving is receiving. Following are excerpts from the workbook for students and various commentaries on the lessons that describe in more detail how giving is receiving. I highly recommend exploring the full lessons for better understanding. You will find many links online to access A Course in Miracles and the workbook for students, as well as many commentaries free of charge. Workbook Lesson 108. To give and to receive are one in truth. This is a Circle of Atonement commentary for the above lesson that provides an exercise that illustrates how giving is receiving and that sheds light on how to practice the lesson as laid out in the workbook for students. One of the best and most useful lessons we can learn while drawing on this state of mind is that giving and receiving are one and the same. Like all opposites, they are not truly opposite at all. They are part of a unified spectrum of reality. Neither precedes the other, but both occur together. Through actual experience with this particular example of the resolution of opposites, we can begin to learn how all opposites are reconciled. We can produce an experience of this resolution at will. It is an experiment that always works. Sit quietly and mentally begin to send peace to everyone. Think of specific persons and say to them in your mind, I offer you quietness. I offer you peace of mind. I offer you gentleness. Based on 868. Go through your list of friends and relations mentally, sending peace to each and every one of them. Offer it to the world at large. What we find as we do this is that as we offer peace to others, we experience it ourselves. Quite literally, what we give, we receive immediately. There is no pause, no delay for feedback. Our act of giving is quite literally also an act of receiving. There is one act, and it contains both things, because there are not two things, only one. Workbook Lesson 159. I give the miracles I have received. This lesson reiterates how we cannot give away what we haven't already received, and then what you give to others, the same is given back to you. I experience this every time I do Reiki energy healing work. It truly is a beautiful experience to give loving, healing energy to someone and receive loving, healing energy back at the same time. No one can give what he has not received. To give a thing requires first you have it in your own possession. Here the laws of heaven and the world agree, but here they also separate. The world believes that to possess a thing, it must be kept. Salvation teaches otherwise. To give is how to recognize you have received. It is the proof that what you have is yours. You understand that you are healed when you give healing. You accept forgiveness as accomplished in yourself when you forgive. You recognize your brother as yourself, and thus do you perceive that you are whole. There is no miracle you cannot give, for all are given you. Receive them now by opening the storehouse of your mind where they are laid and giving them away. Another Circle of Atonement commentary on Workbook Lessons 315 and 316 on giving explains how what we give to others we also receive back, because we are all one. All gifts my brothers give belong to me. We receive all the gifts our brothers give, and we also receive all the gifts we give. Of course, the reverse is true as well. Everything any brother or sister gives, they also receive, and they receive all the gifts we give as well. Everyone receives everything. It must be so because we are all one. Each one allows a past mistake to go and leave no shadow on the holy mind my Father loves. The gifts we are speaking of are gifts of forgiveness, in which we let a past mistake go instead of holding on in unforgiving grievance about it. When I give such a gift, I am blessed because the shadows of that past mistake are removed from my mind. The shadows no longer obscure the truth about my brother. My forgiveness shows me Christ in him. Therefore, we not only receive a gift every time one is given by someone else, a smile, a word of mercy, an act of love, but also we receive a gift each time anyone else receives a gift. His grace is given me in every gift a brother has received, throughout all time, and past all time as well. When Jesus looked at the woman caught in adultery and said, "Neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more," and she received his gift of forgiveness, I received a gift as well as she. These commentaries help to give greater depth to the meaning behind the concept of giving is receiving, and the importance it plays as a step on the stairway. If each one of us came to understand and believe that what we give out we get back, because we are all connected as one, what a change this would make in the world. We would recognize that we are all the same. We all make mistakes, and we all need forgiveness. We all want to be loved and cherished, and to be shown kindness and mercy when we make mistakes. If we could all adopt this new way of being, what a huge impact this could have on peace in our homes, communities, countries, and the world. What a wonderful lesson to learn. That if we make the effort to be compassionate, kind, forgiving, and loving with ourselves and others, we create a ripple effect of goodness to all those we share the world with, which then comes back to ourselves again. If you can come to recognize the storehouse of gifts you have within yourself that must be given away to others to receive them yourself, you will experience an endless supply of God's precious loving gifts that will bring you peace, love, hope, joy, and happiness in every moment. Definitely a heavenly concept.